Hello everybody, welcome to the Season 8 NRSL Universe Orlando Cup Series Chase Race 9 here at Kansas for the Tropicana 400. This is the last race before the finale at St. Joltis all together, and then next week it's going to be one hell of a battle. Let's get on down to your starting lineup. On the pole, Kev Shearer. That's his first pole in quite some time, too. So he'll be the Budweiser shootout for next season. Next to him, Audra Bernauskis. Third, Trent Dunham. Fourth, Benjamin Miles. Fifth, Sky Comet. Sixth, Connor Meyer. 7th, Seth Cole. 8th, Brett Pritchard. 9th, Clint Spillman in the top 10, Alex Drayton. Here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11, 12 on back. If you watched the Xfinity race just yesterday, Jake Baskinger, what could be his final NRSL win altogether, won this race. Let's see if someone who is in their final season altogether, they could do the same thing as well. Drivers like Kate Anderson, drivers like Courtney Keith, Kyle Keith, Jeff James on the front row, speaking of which, is Kyle Keith and Ember Ross. And I believe there's another driver, to my memory, that is on the Cup Series levels in the same... Noah Hart, that's who it was. I couldn't think of the name for whatever reason. And Tim Fiegel, that's right. So while we go to Kev Shearer, I'm going to real quickly go through the Cup point standings here because the time's already ticking on here on this one. JT Bryant has a 2-point lead over Seth Cole and James Qualls, and then has a 7-point lead over Connor Meyer and a 9-point lead over Trent Dunham. Those are the main ones that are there. There's still quite a number of drivers still battling. The only ones that are not able to battle for the championship will be Keith Batson and Kate Anderson. They are already mathematically eliminated. Here comes the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command. Those two I mentioned right there, they are not battling for the championship anymore. Mathematically eliminated. Everyone else is still continuing on. The ones that are in the super desperate, need a win situation, they include the following of Jesse Turner, Zachary Fitzwater, Jeff James, and Phil Parker. They are in the desperate must-win situation, or at least top chaser, to advance an opportunity at least to battle for the championship. And they also need the insurance of having JT Bryant, Seth Cole, and James Qualls to have an issue. The good news for those drivers mentioned from before, the main three, they're at least battle for championship. The others, we'll see what happens. Pace car goes on down pit road. 41 laps, it's showtime. Green flag, we're underway at Kansas. Kev Shearer's going to lead lap number 1. We were caution-free in the Xfinity race just yesterday. Actually, the past couple of weeks in the Xfinity series, we've been caution-free. Already, you're seeing a bit of 3 wide. Quite a number of ways throughout in the pack. Look at Quentin Moore. 4 wide nearly they're doing. Oh, and speaking of 4 wide, look at Courtney, Keith, and Charles Sanford being aggressive, and Tim Fiegel in that high line. Fiegel scraping the wall. Now we'll get out of the wall there. You see, oh my goodness gracious. Wiseful move by Alex Ferranti. Just a check up right there because holy cow. They would have entered 4 wide and 1. There was no way they would have held on, especially coming into turn 2. Look at the aggression that these drivers are having on in the early portion of this race. McIntyre seeing that, he got out of there, and I don't blame him for that one. Meanwhile, Kev Shearer still out in front of that 00. Again, hard enough to believe he won a race this season where he won at open roads, like was mentioned before. But he has had such an outstanding turn of events, I guess you could say. Started off doing fantastic in the beginning of the season, and then unfortunately he hit that skid, fell apart, and then ever since his win at open roads, for some apparent reason, that 00 has been brought back to life. Now Sky Comet's looking underneath Trent Dunham for the 2nd position. Miles following the 17. So far, Psyche Motorsports not looking too bad right there, including their funded car there, one of them at least. Seth Cole trying to catch up to Connor Meyer in that 07 and 51 there. Getting close to that 7th position, I should say. Let's see if we can find JT Bryant in the mix. As thankfully they've calmed down a little bit there after that early crazy turn of events shenanigans there. There's JT. I guarantee a lot of people will have their eyes on this yellow and red Shell Pennzoil Ford. You have to remember about JT. Him, along with Seth Cole, Trent Dunham, and another driver that I can't think of off the tip of my tongue. If it comes to me, I will blurt it out. James Qualls. They have been consistent chase drivers making the chase season after season. Bryant, however, of the entire group as mentioned, has been the closest one to win a championship that has fell short. Now here he is with the opportunity of a lifetime, trying to get the job done. Right there, he just got passed by Jeff James and Clint Spillman for chase spots. Now he's stuck on the high line. Kyle Keith's already working underneath him. He started this race 41st and already trying to make quick work on that 22. He's already cracked the top 20, I believe. Look at that 42. He's flying. Almost rather. Diego Yepes and Kate Anderson, they're hunting down that 22. Now William Flickinger already up into that high line. Well, I'll tell you what, the racing here has been a little bit crazier than the yesterday's race. I can tell you that without a doubt. I really don't know what to expect for this whole race. If they're going to race like this the whole race, I'll be amazed they go caution-free. Lamas under fire from Seth Cole in the 07 there. That's a battle for the 8th position. Seth trying to look underneath that 48, trying to make a peek. Ooh, he had to check up, but Lamas slides up the course. And now Seth will make a pass right there. Sometimes that's a little bit of aggressive move, but it's a tactic right there and it works. Shear lost the lead to Benjamin Miles. Now John Art's looking underneath for the lead. Here comes the Zaxby's Toyota. Miles has not really had a good season despite winning at Chicagoland, race number 2. Just has not looked good. The good news for him, he'll be back next season in the Cup Series. He'll be along DBI in the newly branded 62 car. For him and Samet Ozkan in the what was originally the 36 and now the 63. Be very interesting to see how that team is going to be. Speaking of Becker, there he is in that Rheem Toyota. He's looking for at least one more win in his resume. He got a win at the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte. Had to check up a tiny bit there to not hit the 54 of Pritchard. Well, I think you're starting to notice a couple chasers starting to work their way through the field there. That's Keith Batts in the 39. He was one of the two drivers that got mathematically eliminated there. Jeff James in the 20 and Clint Spillman in the 24. How about a few non-chasers? Kyle Keith in the 42, Jessica Shelton in the 02. And just as I say that, JT is already working on trying to pass some of these non-chasers, and he wants those chase drivers. More precisely, Spillman and Phil Parker. Spillman realizing that 22's coming, so he's going to have to... He's going for the desperation move there. Jesse Turner right now in the 10th position. Now Lamas saying, all right, you had your fun in that position. I want the spot right back. Yeah, nice move by Cody. Going to take that position from the 07 car. And now, Kev retaking the lead from Audra Baranowskis and Benjamin Miles. John Art getting a little aggressive with his teammate, Connor Meyer. Remember, Meyer's the chaser out of the entire group there. Same with Parker. But, you know, Art don't care. He wants to get a second win of the season. Baranowskis looking for her second win of the season. Let's see. Looking at the drivers on this list here who've yet to win this season, out of all the drivers in the top 10, would actually be Jesse Turner in the 78. Every other driver you see here has at least won a race, with the exception of Seth Cole in the 07, in the top 10 alone. We are in a little bit of a lag spike right now, but I think we will be okay for the time being. Backer some contact with Cody Lamas there in the 48. So we're going to take a step aside and take a little bit of a break so I get my frame rate back there. So my apologies on this, folks, for how this is turning out. So we'll be right back after a very, very quick commercial break. Like as mentioned, we are back. You did not miss much, though. Kev Shearer continuing to lead in that 00. I'll tell you what, he's had a really good car after starting on the pole today. I mean, he's lost the lead a few times, but he's had such a great car. He's been working his way back to the front of the field, and he has been looking terrific out there. And this is the best we've seen out of him on a speedway form since his first career win in Atlanta. And I thought the frame rate was going to get a little bit better, and that is not the case. Well then. Jesse Turner getting around Trent Dunham. That is for 7th. There's the Aflac Mercedes. So I'm going to try one more thing real quickly here as to try to see if we get this fixed there. My apologies, folks, for how this has turned out with the frame rate issue. I have no idea why it's this laggy, but we're going to try. Alrighty, this is a lot better than how it was before. But anyways, Kev Shear's still out in front right now. Is that 0-0 there? I'll tell you what, Benjamin Miles now starting to work back on the attack. Connor Meyer, watch out for that 51. He's getting a little bit more hungry and hungry, trying to hunt down the pack right now. He is the top chaser. So good signs for that 51 team. Turner, though, he wants to stay alive. He wants to battle for a championship. And are we under caution? Oh, we're under caution. Caution's out for the first time today. It's JT Bryant, the points leader, with an issue. Ferranti, RJ Bishop with a lot of roof damage. Sky Commons, Jeffrey Finguy, Noah Hart also involved. Oh my goodness gracious. Osborne also in the rear. But the big blow is JT Bryant, your points leader, as we're about halfway into the race and everyone's coming down pit road. Oh my goodness gracious. And Bryant is the first chaser out. Oh, this is going to change a lot of things. Oh my goodness gracious. Because last I checked, the ones who really need the good runs were Jesse Turner, Jeff James, and Zachary Fitzwater. They're the ones that need that the most. Same for Phil Parker, and they're going to get their wish. And Turner, remember, he is the last driver mathematically, possible to make the chase. Or at least, or not make the chase, battle for the championship, I should say. It was 28 back before this race. If he can get a win, he may have a shot in some type of way. Like an actual win. Sean Art, your leader right now. Let's go take a look at ourselves, our first caution here at Kansas. And this was just inside the top 20 there. RJ Bishop trying to hold on to 19th from Seth Cole. And Seth just makes a dive right there and just clipped RJ Bishop too at that time. And the Kroger Mercedes is just going to be stuck on that right front of Seth Cole. And then around goes the 98. Oh, and he just bashed the wall right there. Holy cow. Nice miss by Fitzwater and Yepes. There's Sky Commons. Jeffrey Finguy, nowhere to go. There's JT. That's where he got involved right there. Oh, no, Osborne got by that one. But, he goes into Noah Hart in the 18. And that's where the 18 really gets a lot of his damage. Same for Osborne. Oh, what a lick that was there. Oh, and Bryant, he actually got hit by Alex Ferranti in the 84. And that's what killed the car. Oh, man, that is a tough blow right there. And again, he was the only chaser that got involved in the wreck. These cars are passing the grass for whatever reason. Look at William Flicker. He got around James Qualls on the grass, and that's actually legal. So, well, ooh, and he almost got into Tim Fiegel right there. A risk for reward type of thing. Well, I don't know what's going to happen now, but for those drivers, like I mentioned before, you have a chance. But how much, though? Caution's out. Kev Shear out in front. Let's take it back to the green. Welcome back, Pace Car. Giving us the one lap to go. We already documented, but we'll go through again in case if you just joined us here in the premiere Alex Ferranti is out of the race. JT Bryant, your points leader you just seen, is out of the race at 41st. He's only going to get 1 point. Sky Comets, RJ Bishop, and Jeffrey Finguy also out as well. Bishop, we've heard he is okay. He took a hard lick to the wall. Noah Hart, Joshua Osborne, they got their cars repaired. They're back out on the course. They are going to be off the pace. You can already tell. John Art, he led him off the cycle pit stops there. Kev Shearer second. Third, Jesse Turner. Fourth, Dylan Thoreau. Fifth, Audrey Barnowskis. Sixth, Benjamin Miles. Seventh, Connor Meyer. Eighth, Charles Sanford. Ninth, Devin Becker completing the top 10. Clint Spillman. The rest for Chase Field, they include Jeff James, 11th. Trent Dunham, 14th. Keith Batson, 17th. Phil Parker, 19th. Diego Yepes, 20th. Zachary Fitzwater, 21st. Kate Anderson, 22nd. Seth Cole, 24th. Green flag back out, by the way. William Flickinger, 34th. James Qualls, 35th. Green flag back underway. And again, like I mentioned, with Brian being out of the race, the endless possibilities of what could happen and what ifs are going to go through the roof as of this premiere. Holy cow. But I think the big one that's going to happen is this. Who's going to be the one that benefits the most? And who's going to still be battling for the championship? I mean, we already know JT's going to be good. And I think because of that right there, that will guarantee Seth Cole and James Qualls the opportunity as well, battling for the championship. That will be a guarantee no matter what. The question is, how much will be in the difference in the matter of points? Will we have a new points leader when we head into Zenjoltis? And what in the world could happen for other drivers? They're going to be a little bit risky coming into this point. And Dylan Poteet, speaking of which, almost got sent into the wall by Quentin Moore there in the 89. Kyle Keefe, Zachary Fitzwater already getting kicked up that high line. Here comes Seth Cole, full head of steam. He's going to get around Fitzwater in that 7. He knows everything is on the line for him. He wants this championship bad. Him and Brian have been the ones so close, trying to do what they can, but Seth just always has something going on in the chase where just nothing can go right. This is literally his best run that he's ever had in the entire chase of his tenure in the Cup Series, and here he is. JT's had 3 good opportunities. He's missed it every time. And I guarantee you that 22 team is probably watching this very, very carefully from here on out. John Art continuing to lead. Shearer in second. Devin Becker in third. Look at Kyle Matthews there in the 5th position, that Hooters Chevrolet. Look at Gardner in the 5, be aggressive. He does not care about the chasers. He wants a second win this season. Look at Dunham. Oh, he slipped up right there. Almost got into Connor Meyer right there, but we'll keep it together. Now Spillman. All over the back bumper of that Sega Chevrolet. Remember, Dunham's going to be back next season. He'll keep the number. He'll keep the font. He'll keep his sponsors. Just going to be a part of Twinks Racing. Devin Becker looking for the lead. He's going to get it now. Dylan Thoreau trying to take advantage. At the lobby, 11 to go. Kev is starting to slip. Here comes Clint Spillman, the 24s. Kev literally shut the door on him and almost turned him. Almost got dumped. Clint had to hold his breath right there because he about turned the 00, and who knows what could have happened from there. Now Sanford going to follow him. Benjamin Miles. Oh, man, getting a little close there. Keith Batson just trying to hang on for dear life on that position, but don't look good right there. Here comes Baranowskis. Here comes Yepes. 3 wide. He just stuck his nose underneath, but couldn't make the move work in time. Will still pass the 39, however. There's Seth Cole. There's Connor Meyer. You know they're going to get valuable points off the 22. But you know, for drivers like William Flickinger, Phil Parker, James Qualls, you know, I kind of hope for everything there. Turner, holy cow, that 78 has fallen back like a rock. And if things don't improve quickly for that 78, he is going to be in some serious trouble. Right now, Thoreau continuing to lead with less than 10 to go. Spillman at 24, man. He's really wanting to win. He has not won a race this season. He's still bound for a championship. You gotta give him credit. He's trying to pull a Sky Comets from Season 3, man. He's the only driver right now in the NRSL altogether that has won a championship and did not win a race during that time. He could become the second ever driver to do that in Universal Orlando Cup Series history. Ironic enough, this guy was driving the 24 at the time. Now Clint trying to follow his footsteps. He's gotten around Gardner. That's for 5th. But now he's going to get kicked up to the highlight. Here comes Becker. Look at Courtney Keith rubbing fenders with Kyle Matthews there. Almost wrecking there. There's Ember Ross, your previous race winner at DC. I failed to mention that a little bit earlier. Ooh, Matthews was hanging around that quarter panel right there. And I'll tell you what, those laps are ticking. Just looking through at some of these drivers that are trying to hunt down the 22 as much as possible. Seth Cole has fallen quite a ways back, as same as Connor Meyer. James Qualls taking advantage. He could be the new points leader coming into the finale. And St. Joltis, I would never think to say this. I would really never. I mean, this is 2020, but for goodness sakes, this would be something if I could say Qualls is leading at the finale at St. Joltis. Thoreau continuing to lead, though. John Hart in second. Highest driver without a win right now is Clint Spillman. He is the highest running chaser for now. Ooh, Johnny Garner about rubbing doors with Charles Sanford there. Here comes Alex Drayton in the 14 in that Jamba Juice Chevrolet. He has not had a season to remember there. And all of a sudden, look at who's coming. It's William Flickinger in the 8. Ooh, and Ember Ross. Oh my goodness. That's like the 5th time I've seen a tease about cars using that quarter panel there. Holy cow. Fitzwater about got into his own teammate there. Look at Courtney going 3 wide there. Holy cow, diving it in. But we got to work our way back up to the front. Flickinger getting around more cars, and Drayton is working on Spillman. Yepes the top chaser. Thoreau continuing to lead with 4 laps to go. Here comes Miles. That's a look for 3rd. Yepes in the 59. Right now, he's a total of 21 back. If he continues with this run, he'll at least battle for the championship, especially where James Qualls is running right now. 3 to go. Devin Becker to the inside for the lead on Dylan Thoreau. Here comes Becker for the lead. To the inside, he's got the lead. New leader, Devin Becker. He is looking for one last win. Dylan Thoreau trying to capture his 2nd win. 2 to go at the line. Here comes Drayton. William Flickinger not giving up, though. Here comes the 8. They are seeing life with 2 laps to go. Caution comes out now. That race is over. Look at Thoreau being aggressive. Remember, he won at Las Vegas earlier this season. John Hart looking for 3rd on Miles. Look at the 8 car. That car's flying through the field. Dylan Thoreau, can he hold on this time, just like at Vegas? White flag, final lap for Dylan Thoreau in the Tropicana 400 at Kansas. Flickinger, looking for a top 5. Oh, but gets kicked out to the high line by Alex Drayton. As much as I'd like to check out that battle between him and Spillman, we're going to stick with Thoreau and Becker. Dylan Thoreau in car number 4. All of a sudden showing the masters of it there. Could it be second key's final win with the funding? Checker flag. Dylan Thoreau wins at Kansas. His 2nd win in 5 races, I think it is there. Or 6 races, excuse me. And Dylan Thoreau. Oh man, what a finish. And I'll tell you what, the ones who are going to get really lucky out of all this here could possibly be William Flickinger. He's going to battle, no doubt about it. Clint Spillman, no doubt about that for him. Diego Yepes, he was 21 back. He got 12. He should be bound for the championship. He should be. Again, he should. I'm not too sure, but we'll see when we do the points and all that. But we'll go through the top 10 real quick. Cody Lamas actually got some front-end damage. Same with Turner right there. Must have been on pit road there, so thank God that wasn't earlier on there. Dylan Thoreau with the win. Devin Becker second. John Hart third. Benjamin Miles fourth. Alex Drake completing the top five. William Flickinger in sixth. Clint Spillman seventh. Diego Yepes in eighth. Ember Ross ninth. Completing the top 10. Audra Baranowskis. Not a bad run there. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Phil Parker ended up 11th. Keith Batson, even though he's already mathematically eliminated, 14th. Zachary Fitzwater, 15th. James Qualls, 17th. Now remember, he was only 2 back along with Seth Cole in the battle for the championship. And Brian already, he was already way ahead of him. So let's see, between Seth Cole and James Qualls, you got Jeff James, Trent Dunham right there. That's the tie with Bryant. Kate Anderson, he will be the points leader because look at that. Seth Cole finished 29th. Oh my. I think by 1 point that he'll have the lead over Bryant if everything goes according to what I am saying here. Oh my goodness gracious. And then, like I mentioned with Seth Cole, he only needed 2 points to pass JT Bryant. And he easily got that with Meyer and Turner as well as... Well, Meyer and Turner, that's right. So, well, I think the keyword think here, the way how it's going to look in the points for the main front course battle is going to be James Qualls with a 1 point lead over Seth Cole and JT Bryant in the battle for the championship. And I would never in a million years in NRSL history, I would ever say James Qualls in a finale leading them down ever in my life. And here we are. This is 2020 in a nutshell. You got 2 of the drivers who are just, they want this championship bad. Let alone 3 of them want this bad so much. And here they are. We can easily safe to say Jesse Turner. He's going to be mathematically eliminated. There was no way he finished behind them. Let's see here. Jeff James, that probably was the end for him too. Phil Parker. Those are guarantees. They are not going to make it. Fitzwater, he was only a total of, let's see here, 24, or 26, 24. And, yeah, he's going to be mathematically eliminated too, so that's going to knock him out. So he will not defend his crown at the finale. Connor Meyer's going to be okay because he was only 7 back from Bryant, and he actually mainly gained ground on him by 1 driver, so at least it won't be too bad for the 51, but of course he's going to have to really rely on a lot of things here in order to get a championship under his belt. And then Trent Dunham, that's the other one there, because I kind of was curious to know too. Remember, he finished 23rd, and he just missed out on beating out Jeff James, so he managed to pass 4 drivers. So let's just see here. I'm just doing a little bit of the count. Yeah, he'll be good to go. He will be good to go as well. So, because he was 9 back when this race began, and I believe he will be 8 altogether. Or not 8. I'm sorry. 6 back. My apologies. 6 back. So, that's what I am pretty certain what the points will look like when we wrap this up. But regardless, what a race weekend. Thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to be sure to give a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe, be a part of the NRSL, and hit the subscribe button down below. You've been watching production of the NRSL Racing is Living there. Congrats to Dylan Thoreau on a 2nd victory of the season and winning at the Tropicana 400. Till then, finales are next week, as well as signups for the NSRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. Can't wait to see you guys on that one. The schedule, how it will be as follows. 4:30 will be the Xfinity finale. on Saturday. And then 7:30 will be the Cup finale. And then 8:30 will be the NSURA signups that'll be there. So that will be what the schedule will look like from here on out. And this is the last Sunday of the series, which is hard enough to believe. So I want to personally thank you guys for those who've been showing up on the Sundays that's there. But if not, we will see you Saturday. There will be a big watch on Discord if there is. If not, then we'll do what we got to do. But of course, thank you guys. We will see you next week. Also, I forgot to mention, if you are on Discord, there will be a championship scenario situation going on that will explain about the situations and Chase recap going from here on out from the first to here before the finale at Joltis. Till then, this is your boy DeYoung signing off. Here come the points. Good luck to all the drivers bound for the championship, and boom.